Alright, here's today afternoon's fun little project. 1,500 square feet of 15-year-old polyester pile. Now, to the amateur eye, that's going to look like soiling there. But watch what happens. See how it's starting to go away? That's what's called pooling. And it's actually just where the pile, because it's dark, it's laying towards us, and we're seeing into and under the fiber, which gives it that dark appearance. When we get on the other side of it, it's laying down and it's reflective. That doesn't go away. Typically happens in high traffic areas, but not always. I've seen that happen in the strangest of areas. Here's two examples. See how they go away? Why that happens, who knows? Carpet manufacturers and the IICRC and all the governing bodies, nobody can figure it out. Sometimes it happens in areas that aren't high traffic, not so much in this house. This is polyester, but I've seen it happen in nylon as wool as well. And they've done tests where they take a room where the pooling is going across the room. They turn the room, they lift the carpet, turn it, and the spot of the pooling goes back to where it was. So go figure that out. Kind of a poltergeist kind of thing. This room here is actually part of a remodel where this was an extra master bedroom added. So you can see it's a different color and slightly better shape, although there's some significant fading going on there. But this is one of those carpets where you always got to wonder, do I CRB this, counter-rotating brush, and wand it, or do I run the Rotary with the brush head, which is going to have a lot better effect on these divots, and because of the 360 revolutions per minute is, and the brushes, is definitely going to pull more soil out, but it's really not all that dirty. But it'll have a better fluffing action, get more grit out. Here in the high desert, we definitely have a lot of sand and grit. But it's dramatically slower, and you still have to come behind it with a wand and dry stroke it and groom it, sort of thing. For the sake of this video, I think I'm going to do some of these rooms half and half to show the difference, and I'll use new Devastator filter bags to show the difference in what you get out. The Rotary brush head pulls out considerably more loose fibers as well as embedded sand, but again, it's much slower. So let me vacuum this up and we'll get to work. This is a big one. Where didn't know, this is what's called a CRB, counter-rotating brush. The brushes turn in on themselves, and you can tell I didn't clean it off after the last job. Got some lint there. This is the Rotary brush head. Got 3 nozzles, 3 vacuum ports, 3 sections of brushes. What I'll do is my best to divide the house in half, which would be the master, this huge dining room, and the entry. I'll do that with the Rotary. I'll do the living room, hall, and was it 3 bedroom, including another master, with the CRB and wand. And then we'll compare what we got out in the 2 lint filters, and we'll also do a comparison visually. Okay, be a little bumpy. Got you mounted to the top of the 360, which is not the smoothest of machines due to the digging in of the pile. We'll give a little bit here from the user perspective. It's almost exactly what I'm seeing. You gotta be careful to overlap with this machine, and you also want to do a dry stroke. But I do follow behind with a quick lawn dry stroke as well as cleaning the edges. Because obviously this is a round tool, doesn't get into the corners so well. Hopefully you're not getting too nauseous. Let me move you onto the fireplace there. There we go. See, it's definitely popping out some nice color. Nice to get with this weird pink tone anyways. But you can imagine it gets really hot under that shroud. It really cooks the carpet clean. In my opinion, there's no deeper way to clean wall-to-wall carpet than with a brush head rotary. Luckily, very few of the type of clientele that are able to tracks need just deep cleaning. It is slow and it just wears on you. Going like this. If I did a whole project, I would have the larger 15-inch version of this tool. This is a 12-inch head called the Rotary 360 XL. Much bigger motor and 4 jets, 4 vacuum ports. But just don't do enough to justify carrying that piece around. Watch this tube. It shows what I'm getting out. I'm getting right in on that section of cooling that I showed you earlier. Again, this won't correct it, but it will look a lot better. Especially while it's wet and fluffed up. Sometimes it almost becomes invisible. Until the carpet's dry and you lay down on it, or walk on it, I should say, the pile does what it's going to do over the next few days after cleaning. Carpet cleaners, you got to be really careful to point that out. A lot of people think it's soil. It's a rational thought because it happens in the traffic lane so often. You really want to do what I did there in the video and take them to both sides of the room, let the customer, and show them what's going on. It's rare that a homeowner knows what cooling is and all the behind it. You can explain that to them. It proves that you're best to tell them that beforehand. Otherwise, you might have to come back in and re-clean it. This is the friction point. I don't want to do that. I don't know if you can see it. This carpet's pretty loose in this traffic area here. It's stretched. Well, it needs to be replaced. They're going to do that, but their budget's all tied up in the move right now. Most people. Set your target to get repeat customers that clean twice a year on average. Carpets never really get that bad, especially if you can get them from the first cleaning on. Which that's the big trick in this industry. Find them first. Charm them to death with your minty fresh breath and lady killer personality. And in most cases, you'll never see that customer again. But not the way you think. You'll be cleaning their carpet, but you won't see them because they won't be taken off of work or using their vacation time to get their darn carpets cleaned. They'll leave a key under the mat and check on the counter, or you'll have their credit card on file, or whatever, send them an invoice. But once you've proven that you're trustworthy, honorable, know what you're doing, show up on time, people will stop looking for a carpet cleaner. You just gotta meet those. All right, here's a pretty gnarly dent from the bedpost, and it looks like there's some lint, all kinds of crud hiding in there. So let's see what the 360 does to that. That's pretty impressive. It was right there. Really fluffed it up, got that lint out of there. Looks like 90% better. Alrighty, all done with the 360 side. Let's see what we got. Not as much as I thought. Lots of fluff. Let's open that up. Ooh, don't have my gloves on. Take you into the... There you go. Alright, pulled the filter out, put out in the daylight here. You can see roughly, I don't know, the size of a softball. You squish it down. Plenty of dirt, plenty of poly lint, especially from that newer side. Alright, let me empty this and we'll go do the CRB. Alright, that's all done. Rotovac'd and wanded. Looks really good. Bright. You can hardly see that pooling, but remember that's going to come back as they start walking on it and vacuuming. Master bedroom looks killer. And just started the CRBing. That's a tough one. Of the other side. So here, take a little walk with me. Kick it on. And the poly's definitely opening up nice. And the point of this is not only to dig out grit, pet hair, loose staple fibers, but to work in the pre-spray so it gets to the bottom of the carpet and works the soil loose. Makes everything happen faster when you go to wand it. I know these little 10-inch wide CRBs are, I guess they're controversial. Most people love them. Do they take 2 minutes longer to scrub a house? Yeah, maybe. Who cares? You can one-hand them. All right, last room. You got your mounted to the wand. And honestly, CRB and Devastator 12, I'm not saying any wand, but in my opinion, 35 years of experience, there's never been a better built, more productive. Sheesh, I'm having a hard time with this tripod. Give me a second. More productive, more efficient, and for lack of a better term, dynamic wand. Look how I'm not getting any kind of jet streaks. No pressure marks. Sorry about that. Every other wand, including the Devastator 14, leaves some kind of a mark on the carpet from just the jets. I'm not talking about soil streaking, but more of a pressure damage, for lack of a better description. This little baby doesn't do it. Tremendous suction. It's what I call the Bluetooth of wands. It's light. It's got the whip hose. Makes it super light. Total joy to use. That along with a 10.9 CRB. Granted, this wasn't a very filthy carpet. And it does look killer over there. But slow. Alright, here we go. Haven't really looked yet. Yeesh, I gotta wash my hands. Ooh. I'd say about, maybe 20-30% as much. So the fluffing, twirling CRB action didn't dig out all that poly. Granted, a lot of that probably came from the newer room, but they both look equally as impressive. And if I had to do it over again, I would skip the rotary extraction on this job for sure. So there's the big mystery solved. Save your rotary extractor for filthy, gooey, satisfyingly disgusting carpets. But on big, thick poly piles with just moderate soil, scrub-a-dub 'em.